Happy Monday. Welcome back. What else do I have to say? Hi. Thanks for being here. Feel free to say hello. Let us know who's here, maybe where you're joining from. Let me know if I sound like I'm in a toilet bowl today. I started with a new setting. I've had some audio stuff, so yeah. Let us know if it's your first time here, and let us know where you're joining from. Sound is fabulous. Thanks, Lucy. Hello, Christine. She says hello, Jacqui and tribe. Jacqui says greetings, friends. Nice to see you, Jacqui. Likewise. Lucy, hello, lovely people. Sound is fab. Maybe volume up a tad. I don't know if that's an option. The volume is all the way up. I moved the mic though. Let's see if that helps. Good morning, Charlotte. She says good morning, beautiful souls. Carrie, hello, all joining from England. Love to all. Thanks, Carrie. Donna says hello from Philly. Beautiful. Sharon, hello and good morning. Welcome, Sharon. If you are not familiar with me, my name is Jacqui Mancuso. I am a spiritual problem solver joining you from Northern Illinois. I am still looking for that perfect title, which I don't even know how to put it into words. I do a whole bunch of stuff, but generally I'm here to empower people to heal themselves. That's my goal. But I use a whole bunch of things to do. A spiritual problem solver is a nice one. Because you gotta solve your problems in order to reach your highest destiny, right? But today we're here to talk about astrology. We're going to talk about what happened over the weekend. Then I'm going to pull just one oracle card to see how our guides would like to communicate through the cards today. And then I will be talking you through a grounding meditation, and then we'll do some energy healing. Hello, Joy. Is this the Joy that I think it is? So before we get into the whole astrology thing, I do have a story to tell you from over the weekend. Hello, Joy. I know Joy from a Reiki share nearby, and she actually is the newest addition to our retreat group, so that's super exciting. I'll talk about that real quick if you guys are not familiar with the retreat. I'm hosting a women's retreat at the end of March this year in Jamestown, Kentucky. So the retreat is called Aquarius Adventures, and I'm bringing in all of the Aquarius themes of humanitarianism, helping everyone, helping the collective, the community, that community feel of everyone doing a little bit to serve the whole. But it's March 30th through April 2nd, and it is like a give and receive type of retreat. So bring something to share. If you're a Reiki person, if you're a massage person, if you're a meditation person, if you're a yoga person, if you're an art person, if you're just a holistic mama person, anything that will help the community, right? We all do things that benefit our lives all the time, but it's easy to forget that other people don't do what we do, and that other people don't have the skills that we have. So this is me trying to bring us all together to share our powers, right? To improve everyone around us. So details are on my website if you want to look into that. Jacqui says, welcome, Joy. Yes, we do have a very fun tribe here on Insight Timer, so I'm glad that you're here with us on Insight Timer now, too. So before I talk about the astrology this weekend, I want to tell you guys a story about what happened this weekend, because magic and miracles, man. Let's just start with that. When I explain the astrology, this will make sense. So if you guys have had magic and miracles happen, especially this past weekend, feel free to let us know as I'm telling my story. But on Saturday, I spent the whole day with one of my girlfriends, and we went to some antique shops, and we went shopping. And oh, that's so cool, Christine. You were at the football game yesterday, and you're going to the Super Bowl. Yay, Eagles, love it. So on Saturday, I was hanging out with one of my girlfriends. We went to this plant shop that's like 5 minutes from my house. It's been on my radar for a long time, but I've never stepped in until Saturday. So I was just looking around and something hit me like, oh, you need a plant for your bathroom, because I don't know what plants are good for my bathroom. So I asked the lady which plant, what ones do well in bathrooms. And I had my eye on a snake plant because I'm familiar with those, and I know that those don't need a whole lot of light and water and all that or whatever. So she pointed out the snake plants and the ZZ plant. And just so you guys know, like, I love ZZ Top. So I heard ZZ and I was like, oh, I kind of want the ZZ plant. And of course, I didn't want the one in the front. I had to take the one from the back. So at the shop, whenever I obtain a new plant, I always let them tell me what their name is. So I asked her, and she said Celine. Okay. So then I went home and whatever. And then when I was alone at the end of the night, I double checked with her. Like, is it Celine or Selena? Celine. Cool. So I put her in my bathroom. That was the end of the story from Saturday. So then Sunday, I pull myself some tarot cards every morning, and just to whatever questions I have in my mind, I just let the cards tell me what to expect. So another side note, yesterday my business was featured on CBS. My business was featured on this television show called Destination Chicago. I got a 2-minute segment where a film crew came out in November and they like filmed me doing my stuff, and I'm like completely honored to have had this opportunity. It just came to me, divine intervention, like, thank you. So it aired yesterday, and my card pull in the morning was regarding like, who's gonna see this, how are they gonna view me, and then like what's gonna happen after that. So essentially, the footage I'll be releasing it like on my YouTube and on my Facebook and all that stuff. So if you're not in the Chicagoland area, like, I'll show it to you guys. So my card pull said that like some sort of spiritual teacher is the one who's going to view this episode. They're going to see that I've been working hard to build up my business, and then the next step is that they're going to present an opportunity to me. So all of that was like, okay, cool, like that's really exciting, like I could use some help with what I'm doing. So then I pulled a clarifying card from the Moonology deck. Okay, so backtrack. You guys remember the plant that I bought on Saturday? So I pull the full moon in Cancer card. We just had a full moon in Cancer on January 6th, and I take affirmations from all the full moons and stuff, and it's on my whiteboard. So the full moon was about acting courageously and lovingly, right? So like I'm courageously putting my face on TV and sharing all with the world. I trust my inner guidance, which leads around to this card pull. And I honor my ability to open up and trust people. So I'm like, okay, like opening up, trusting people. If there's a new mentor coming in, I'm going to have to open up and trust them. And then, so at the end of the description of this card, it has like a little embodiment technique, how to embody this energy of the full moon in Cancer. And it says, patchouli oil, either diffuse it or put it in your bath, and then call on the energy of the moon goddess Selene to wash you with her silver light. And I was like, no shit. And I had to sit there for like 5 minutes. I was shaking. Like, I know she told me her name was Selene. I brought her in yesterday. I put her in my bathroom. And now this card is telling me to go take a bath and call on the energies of Selene and all this stuff. So like that was a magical moment. It's one of those things that you kind of had to be there to understand like but I was really like for 5 minutes just wide-eyed in my little sanctuary room, just like what? So that happened. And then I came upstairs and I told my husband all about it, and he thinks I'm crazy, but he loves it. So I'm like in this high vibe energy, just like sharing all these blessings and all this stuff that's happening. And then my oldest sister, who I talk to maybe once a month, like we have a good connection, but we're just not very close. So she's texting me randomly. It's very odd that she would send me a text. And she's saying, because she and I were both fairly connected to my father, who passed away a few years ago, and she and I usually go back and forth with like, oh, Dad sent me a message for you, like, oh, Dad's talking to me today. And so that's how she started the conversation, like, oh, Dad sent me this message for you, blah, blah, blah. And then the synchronicities that were happening just with our text started to get to be too much. So she called me, and then we're sharing more and more synchronicities, and then like all of these like magic and miracles things and animal spirits and authors of books, and just like in our face, like everything was syncing up. And we don't talk very often. It's not like she knows what's going on in my life and I don't know what's going on in her life, and everything was just like bloop, 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 like clicking into gear. And at one point she was like, what the hell is going on? Like it's so magical. So let me know, like, are you guys having the same experience of like, what the hell is going on? Why is everything so but it's good, right? So let's talk about the astrology and maybe why that was the deal, and maybe how it has impacted your weekend. So all these transits were happening Saturday and Sunday, all good things, right? So we had the sun in Aquarius, trine, so harmonious aspect, Mars in Gemini. For those of you who care about the numbers, that happened at 9 degrees. So sun at 9 degrees of Aquarius, trining Gemini at 9 degrees of, or trining Mars at 9 degrees of Gemini. Sun in Aquarius, Mars in Gemini. I'm excited, sorry. We also had Mercury, thoughts and communication, Mercury at 14 of Capricorn, trining Uranus at 14 of Taurus. And the sun was the apex of a T-square of the nodes. So the north and the south node are always 180 degrees apart, 8 degrees of Taurus and Scorpio, and the sun was at 8 degrees of Aquarius on Saturday. So we'll go step by step and talk about what this means. Sun trine Mars, 9 degrees Aquarius, 9 degrees Gemini. So this is a harmonious aspect between our light, the sun, our essence, so harmony of our essence with our energy source, Mars. So who we are is getting help from this ambition, this drive, this passion that we have. And this is happening into air signs in Aquarius and Gemini. So I started writing notes about this, like, oh yeah, new ideas, blah, blah, blah. But then I was thinking about it, and Gemini is mutable air, so it's already, like, it's like ready to go on to the next thing. It's finishing things up. And Aquarius is fixed air. It's in the middle of the process. It's like the middle of the season. So this energy to me felt like tweaking the ideas that you've been on. So to me, this felt like something that you've been thinking about for some time, like quite a while, and this weekend gave you like a fresh perspective to a thing that's already there. So this could have looked like, like refreshing your ideas. This could have looked like manifesting through communication, manifesting through your thoughts, through your words, having some enlightening conversations, perhaps, and having just some aha moments, some mental plane, like something just clicked in. I get it now. It makes sense. So let me know, yeah, if any mental plane stuff has been speeding up for you, this weekend especially. Kay says, I've been looking more into the reading we did and the animal energies, and there are so many synchronicities and holy-ish moments. So looking forward to seeing what else comes out. Oh, that's great. That's great, yeah. Love it, Kay. Thanks for sharing. So the sun and our energy of Mars, harmonious in the air signs this weekend. Another thing that was going on. Mercury is our planet of thoughts and communications and ideas. So Mercury was in a harmonious aspect, getting help from Uranus, the planet of unexpected, shocking revelations. This was happening in the earth signs. So positive air energy and positive earth energy. This seems like a good weekend for masculine-feminine balance. Air is a masculine sign and earth is a feminine sign. So we had some harmonious aspects in both. So Mercury is in Capricorn, 14 of Capricorn. Uranus is at 14 of Taurus. Earth, practicality, right? Grounding ideas into reality. This is happening with Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign, so it's like the first step, and then Taurus is the fixed earth, so it's the one who's sustaining after the first step. So to me, this looked like planting a seed that you would have never thought to plant before. So it's like taking that first step, making that phone call, signing up for that thing that Joy's talking about, like taking a practical step that is literally step one into something that you would have never seen yourself doing. So Joy said, I let go of one event I signed up for, and with that, a whole bunch of things flowed into me that I have been wanting. Oh, that's awesome, Joy. Yeah, you have to let go in order to bring things in. And it's like you knew that I was going to start talking about the nodes right after this. So we're going to talk about also the sun was squaring the north and south nodes. So the north and south nodes of the moon, it has to do with how the orbit of the moon and the sun interject. That's the extent of my knowledge with that. But the north and south nodes represent the south node is what is like familiar, what is our autopilot, but it doesn't necessarily serve our highest good. So it's what we're here to get rid of. The north node represents what we need, quote unquote, to do in order to reach our highest destiny, our highest consciousness. So right now, the north node is in Taurus. We need to get practical, to get into our physical body, to get back to nature, to get back to simple things. Taurus themes, cow, prep the land, right? This is a time of preparation. We're getting rid of South Node Scorpio themes. We're getting rid of Scorpio's like the super dark, deep, like I'm gonna dig all the way to the bottom and just see what's going on there. So this might be, we're coming to the end of this nodal season, so we have 4 or 5 months left of these nodes. But for the last year, we've been purging secrets, we've been purging shadows, we've been purging things that have been buried deep down within us. So on Saturday, the sun was smack dab in the middle, 90 degrees to the north node, 90 degrees to the south node. Sun in Aquarius. Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, they're all fixed signs. This is heavy. It can be heavy, right? Astrology never dooms you for anything. It can be whatever you decide it's going to be, but this is fixed energy. It's pressure. I can see this like a pressure cooker, but it's putting you under pressure so that you'll grow out of it. This is the energy of creating a diamond, right, out of coal. So there's tension between our light, our essence, the sun, and the south node, what's ready to be removed. But there's also tension between the sun, our essence, and the north node, what we're moving toward to reach our highest destiny. So anytime that this is called a T-square because it makes a T in the sky. You have the nodes that are opposite of each other, and then you have the sun who's making like that T, the end of the T at the bottom. So anytime that there is a T-square, so maybe in your natal chart you might see that it looks like a big red triangle in your natal chart, but yeah, opposite and then a 90-degree down the middle. It releases at the apex. The energy kind of gets its at the center point. So in this situation, our breath of fresh air, our relaxing from all this tension comes from the sun. The sun's in Aquarius. Aquarius is the most authentic sign out of all of them. So if you have been feeling tension between I know I don't want to do this, I know I want to do this, how the hell do I get there? Just be your authentic self. And it's so much easier said than done, so let me try to put some more words out there to ease the tension of that. But shedding the old and creating the new is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. A message that has come up in reading, and also just messages that have been in my life. Chew your cud. Chew your cud. Be patient. Work with what you got. Milk it. Like just let it permeate is the word that came to mind, but I don't think that's the word that I'm thinking of bringing. But just like chew your cud. Applicable for me because I am a Taurus cow energy, but Uranus right now is in Taurus and the North Node is in Taurus. So that's why it makes sense for all of us. Percolate? No. Marinate might be a word. Thank you guys for helping with the vocabulary. I love that you feel my energy. Sometimes the human words are the difficult part for me. But yeah, Uranus and the North Node are in Taurus. So what we need right now is to just relax. Taurus, just chew your cud. Authentically, Sun in Aquarius, that's where this T-square is releasing, Sun in Aquarius. Lean into your passions. Allow yourself to just be in that high vibratory state all of the time. I can tell you don't fret about the future, but I'm not perfect at that, like I'm always on fast forward sometimes thinking about like, well, how do I make one change today that's going to set me up for the next 12 years? And like the more I try to let that go, the more I focus on doing what lights me up today, doing what brings me joy today, because more joy is on the horizon. So the more you can feel into that joy and that presence now, the more you'll just build on that, and it will continue to build and build. The more you think about what's happening 5 years from now, 1 month from now, it kind of brings you down a little bit because it's uncertain, it's unknown. So the energy coming out of this weekend, and let me know if any of you guys have been feeling this as well, but you may have been presented with like some big next steps that are coming easily to you. Like you've been on this journey. We were talking about the air energy, Aquarius, Sun, trine, Mars. Air energy, so like some idea that you may have tweaked for a plan that you've had in motion, you may have been presented just a really good opportunity. You might be wondering if it's too good to be true. But the universe right now is giving you a huge yes for your innovative ideas. The universe is giving you energy right now to bring your authenticity, your unique gift in order to raise the collective consciousness and to heal the world, right? Isn't that the goal of all of us? To heal the world. So this was a really good, in my opinion, just like a sparking weekend, even though we didn't have much cardinal energy. Mercury in Capricorn has been cardinal sparking, but we're also, like right now, all the planets are moving direct. Everything is in forward motion right now. We're done with the time of rethinking and resting. We're coming into that, and it's a slow start because Uranus and Mars are still picking up their speed from when they were retrograde. But we're like up until April 21st. So January, February, March, April. We have about 3 more months of this forward moving momentum. So in my opinion, March and April are when things are gonna like full steam ahead. Let's go. 60,000 miles an hour. So yeah, use what you got. Keep yourself excited. Carrie says, a heavy weekend with a trip to the hospital, and I'm a Taurus. Interesting. So anytime events like that happen, it is my opinion that the universe is just giving you some tough love. Like the universe is maybe slapping you across the face to say, like, reevaluate what you're doing. Are you doing everything that serves your highest good? Or are you putting others before yourself? That was just an intuitive thing, so I don't know if that resonates with you. But yeah, when we are hit with these hardships, the universe is never doing anything to you. Everything is happening for you to learn, to grow, to expand. That sun was at the apex of the T-square between the nodes. Yeah, so this was tension of like, here's what you need, So that's the astrology for today. I'm going to pull a card from Kyle Gray, the Gateway of Light activation today. And we're going to ask just for some clarifying messages. Just one clarifying message around all the energy that has been this weekend. Christine, we are planning lots of travel for this year, beginning in March. Me too. That's exciting. I wonder if, March is like when things start going. So my retreat is in March, and actually today, right after Insight Timer, I am going to get my first passport. I've never had a passport. I have an appointment for in about 2 hours because it's my intention this year to start traveling the world because I've never done it, obviously, if I've never had a passport, and it's a travel year for Christine too. So we're going to ask the cards for a clarifying message for what to do with all the energy of this weekend. Oh, you're renewing your passports, Christine. That's awesome. I love it. So as I'm shuffling, I'm just going to talk for a second. This is something that I've been wanting to share with you guys, and I don't know why. It's silly. It's not really like spiritual, but it is. So we know that our hair is like a spiritual connection point. It's like an antenna. And years and years and years ago, I've been trying to grow my hair really long for my whole life, but I've also been dyeing my hair my whole life. And like 10 years ago, I heard about that silk pillowcase or a satin pillowcase, and I tried it, but I get really cold all of the time, and so the silk was too cold on my face. So then maybe like 2 months ago, I thought about a silk bonnet, and I've been wrapping my hair up in a silk bonnet every night when I sleep. And if you have some hair damage, that's where it's at. I love it. And my hair is stick straight all the time, and while it doesn't look like a pretty curl, I do get a little bit of frizz now. A little bit of volume. But yeah, I'm trying to like honor my hair more, to honor the human body that I've been given, to honor the meat suit that I get to walk around in for this incarnation. And that's just one of the ways that I've been doing it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm done dyeing my hair, letting it all grow out, coming back to my natural color that I haven't seen since I was 13, so it's time. It's almost been 20 years that I've been dyeing my hair, so it's time to... Okay, maybe I need your energy in this deck. I'm asking you to send your energy into this deck. Bonnie, that's nuts. Bonnie's husband suggested a bonnet to you 2 days ago. Just another way that you and I are connected, Bonnie. Lucy says, love that advice. Jackie, I'm cracking up thinking of you with the bonnet on, like Little House on the Prairie. I know, that's exactly what I feel like, but if that's the life I'm trying to bring to me right now, I want a homestead. I want a little farm, I want to milk my own cows, so I might as well start living the life, right? It looks more like, I can go get it, but that's stupid. It's just like a black beanie is what it looks like, but the beanie that has like all the extra flop on the back. So I feel like a hipster when I put it on, but I get what you're saying. Molly, thank you. Not making fun. Love that you're taking care of your hair. Yeah, me too. Okay, cool. This is a good message. We just needed a second for it to come through. Thank you guys for sending your energy into the deck. So, we asked for a clarification of the energy that has happened this weekend and how it can serve our highest good. The message that came through is from the Sirius star beings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. Was I not just talking about how this weekend was a big resounding yes? Like, magic. I live in a world of magic and miracles, and you do too. Magic and miracles happen for us. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky and was the utmost importance to the ancient Egyptians. In fact, our current new year is celebrated as the coming of Saptit, the goddess queen of Sirius, as during the last week of December, Sirius can be found high in the sky at midnight and dawn. The Sirius star system is the home of a race of humanoid beings who most likely live in a dimension higher than our own. It's believed that these beings can be contacted through spiritual practice. Tuning into them can enable us to receive high-frequency spiritual downloads. This card draws the bright light of Sirius and the support of Sirian star beings into our world. When it comes to us, it helps us find light in moments of darkness and uncertainty, and to continue on. If you feel strongly connected to Sirius and its star beings, it's likely that you are connected to them on a spiritual level. And if you take time to locate the star in the sky, you might even have a sense of coming home. So the book recommends that you can find an image of Sirius online or look for the star in the sky. Imagine a great beam of light coming down from it and washing over your being. Know that the electric blue frequency will be supporting you as you move forward. The message that comes with this gateway is a giant yes. It brings the energy of wishing on a star and seeing that wish come true. This is a time for you to move forward with any projects or ideas that you have felt called to carry out. There is an energy of positivity, abundance, and excitement surrounding you at this time. Whatever dreams you've been revisiting recently aren't dreams, but premonitions. Know that whatever you're connecting with on the inside is soon to be something you'll be experiencing in the physical. I just got chills. So think about what you desire instead of what you fear. See yourself celebrating as if your wildest dreams have come true. As you do so, you'll be creating the perfect energy for them to manifest in your world. Wow, wowie, wow. This is just continuing the magic of the whole weekend. Create your own reality, vibrate with what it is that you desire, focus on love and expanding your energy. And when you do feel fear come in, I've said this before, this is, and I do it all the time, because we're all humans, right? We all have these like what if thoughts, or like we have just disturbing things that come across our minds sometimes. When that happens, I notice it and I say, cancel, cancel, cancel. And then I replace it with love, love, love. So, like whatever, dark forces or negative entities or whatever, or just people being careless with their energy, like stuff's around us. So if it does try to get into you and bring you down, like if you do have one of those thoughts that just cross your mind, cancel it out and just fill it back with love. Choose love over anything in your life and literally watch the magic unfold. At the end of 2023, I pulled a card for 2024, the end of 2022, I pulled a card for 2023 for like all of us here. What is the message that our guides want us to carry with us throughout 2023? It was from this deck? I can't remember. But it was the Stellar Gateway. It's the chakra that's above the crown, it's above the soul star, it's the Stellar Gateway. It's like, I forgot, 3-6 feet above your physical body. But we were invited into this energy of instant manifestation, like infinite potential. Coming into the year of 2023, add up all those numbers, this is the year of the 7. This is the magical, spiritual, lucky number 7. Like, this is our year of speaking into existence everything it is that we desire. It's like the energy is available for you. That's what I'm here to teach you. Like, this is how the energy is showing up. This is how to access it. Your homework is to catch yourself when you are coming into those self-limiting beliefs, when you might be coming into those self-doubting questions. Can I do this? You know, am I really able to do this? The answer is always yes. Your guides are always supporting you. And if you feel a little lost, like, Sirius is there all of the time, right? Sirius is the North Star. This is stuff that I feel like I should know as an astrologer, but I don't know. Look for Sirius, you know? Like, this is the one light that is always there for you physically, right? If you need that physical reminder. The answer is yes. Astrology says the answer is yes. The frickin' guidebook says the answer is yes. So whatever it is that you're thinking about bringing into the universe right now, the answer is yes. Okay, let's see what you guys are talking about. Trish, I love the idea to honor the body you have been gifted. Yes, thank you. It's something that, yeah, because I'm not my body. This is just the thing that I get to wear during this incarnation. Like, this is just the vessel that I've been given to share my love with everyone. Like, all of us are just the spirit that's within. We're not the physical. I'm not Jacqui. Like, that's just the name that I am called right now. I am my spirit. So thank you for this gift of this body. You know, like, it's not perfect, but it's my favorite thing in the world right now because it's what I got. Christine has a silk pillowcase and a silk scrunchie for sleeping. I love it. Geraldine, hello. Molly, you sleep with the silk stuff too? Geraldine says, just a note, many Black women wear night scarves and bonnets to avoid hair breakage and to maintain their specific stay they are wearing. Absolutely. Specific style that they're wearing. Yes, I love it. And I do love the idea behind, like, braids and locks and all that stuff. I just don't understand it enough, but I understand that that's like a way of honoring your hair, honoring your connection, your antenna. Tree. Hairs, trees, roots, extension. More to it that I don't understand, but that's it. Trish, the message was powerful. I looked up Polaris is the North Star. That's right, Christine. Thank you. Sirius is like the dog. Loyal. The North Star isn't as bright. Thank you, Lucy. Molly says, our physical body endures so much. Loving it and being grateful is a wonderful way to honor it and keeping it 100%. Yes. Oh, Zena, that's interesting. I just chopped off 8 inches and have been feeling disconnected. Very, very interesting. It's cool that you've noticed that difference. All right? That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That just means that, like, you notice, like, oh, something's different. Excuse me. You just notice, like, oh, something's different. Nothing is good or bad until we determine that it is good or bad. If you guys have been enjoying today's session, if you would like to offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation, they're always appreciated, never expected. If you would like to support, and, like, money's not a thing right now, subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? My name is Jacqui Mancuso on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share my videos, comment on stuff. Like, that is another way of supporting if the finance thing isn't a thing for you. Lakeside Living is the name of my business. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on TikTok. All the links are available on my YouTube videos. But yeah, just, like, your presence is support. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, my personal website is available in my Insight Timer bio. So I do a whole lot of things. I'm just a spiritual problem solver, and I use a lot of tools. So if you have some questions about yourself, check out my website and see how we can work together. Just reach out if you don't know how to connect. Just reach out and we'll figure something out. Like I'm a human being who likes to talk to people also. I have a group here on Insight Timer called Our Spiritual Community, so you can join our spiritual community. I put the text updates of the oracle readings in our spiritual community. And then I also post the replays of these videos on my YouTube channel. So I know sometimes like messages take a minute to digest and to sink in, so that's always available. What else? I talked about my women's retreat in the beginning, so if you would like to join the Aquarius Adventures Women's Retreat, it's happening in Jamestown, Kentucky, March 30th through April 2nd. Details about that are on my website. What else? I am starting my Embody Astrology Zodiac Journey in March. That's going to be a Patreon community, which the pre-party has already started. I started with like a little email update in January it is January. I started with like a little email thing for Capricorn season, and now for Aquarius season, I've already put some content on Patreon. Pisces season, I'll put some more stuff on Patreon, and then the whole like group meetings start for Aries season. It's going to start on St. Patrick's Day. It's just the day that worked out, March 17th. But Embody Astrology is going to be like a bi-weekly group Zoom meeting where I will, educate a lot about what the upcoming zodiac season is, and then I'll give some advice about how to embody that energy into your life. And it's going to be more in depth than here on Insight Timer. Smaller group as well, so more question and answer roundtable type stuff. But it's here to help you lean into the cycles of nature, and it's typical for us to fight against it. It's been our programming to do what society tells us to do, and that's been fairly disconnected from nature. So the point of Embody Astrology is to connect with other people who are trying to sync with the cycles of nature, and to, get support from people and connect with like-minded people and all that stuff. So yeah, feel free to check out Embody Astrology. Of course, Molly. Molly says, can you talk a little more about your Aquarian retreat? So I have a max of 12 spots available. I think right now I have 6 filled. It is starting Thursday, March 25th, and it ends on Sunday, April 2nd. And it is based on the Aquarian principles of community, collaboration, but also like the unexpected, quirky, unique, fun-loving Aquarius. But it is a retreat that is not just led by one person. It is a group effort of a retreat. So the idea that I'm trying to bring into the world in general, right? The way that I want to live my life is that like I have my little part in my community, and I help the community function efficiently and smoothly. So that's the energy that I'm bringing into this retreat. So I'll be offering a whole bunch of services because it's my retreat, but then I'm asking that every person that comes share a little bit of yourself with the group. So she actually had to back out, but I did have a friend who is a massage therapist, so like her gift, which is not going to happen anymore, but it was going to be like little reflexology sessions, like 10 minutes for each person. This is my contribution. Another friend is coming with like an art lesson. She's going to share art with the world, so just leading like a little workshop. I have people coming who are Reiki people, so like they'll come and do their healing, whatever that looks like for them, because everyone heals in their own way. I have another person coming who's teaching Dutch and French braiding, right? So teaching about this hair lovingness, right? And then, of course, like blending her own style into it. We have someone coming who's going to teach a psychic workshop, teaching you how to access your own psychic powers, because as I say all the time, we're all super psychic. We all have these skills. It's just about learning how to lean into them. So, and I've had a lot of people reach out to me like, I want to come, but I don't know if what I have is good enough. And like, that's my job here on this earth, is to tell you like, absolutely what you have is good enough, right? There's a saying, it's actually a little meme, but It's like one person standing alone, and it says, I'm just one person, what can I do? Said 20,000 people, right? Like all of us are in this mindset of like, well, I can't do it all, so what am I supposed to do? So that's what the retreat is about, is like bringing us all together to show like we're not meant to do it all. I'm not meant to do it all. You're not meant to do it all. But this is what I have to offer, and this is my unique light that I'm going to shine. And then I want you to bring your unique light. And by the time that we get 12 of our unique lights together, it's going to be the brightest, highest vibing house in Kentucky. So, more details available on the website, but everyone's welcome. That's it. Oh, Pinkan, thank you. I see your donation. Thank you. Nice to see you. And I saw someone else. My chat is jumping around. Thank you to everyone who's donated so far. Oh, Trish, I appreciate it very much. So at this time, I ask you to prepare for the energy healing. I'm going to talk you through a grounding meditation. So coming into either a seated position with your spine straight or laying down, whatever is more comfortable for you. Christine has a St. Patty's Day baby. I love it. And taking just a few deep breaths to clear out any thoughts that you have for the day ahead, any worries or expectations for the day ahead, just exhaling all of that out. Closing down your eyes if you have not done so already. Bringing all of your awareness to the contact points that your body has with the surface beneath you. And feeling how the weight of your body is completely supported by Mother Earth. Bringing all of your awareness now directly above the crown of your head in an egg-shaped white orb of light. Spending just a moment here practicing detachment, separating your awareness from your physical body as you view life from your eagle's perch. And acting as the curious observer as this egg of awareness cracks on the crown of your head, feeling your awareness flow down the back of your head, over the temples and ears, flowing down the forehead, eyebrows, eyelids and eyelashes, running down the cheeks, dripping off the tip of your nose, dripping off the lips, the chin, and the jaw, flowing down all sides of your neck, draping over the shoulders, and flowing down the upper arms, passing over the elbows, down to the forearms, passing the wrists out to the hands, and into each finger. Bringing your awareness up to your chest. And pausing here for a moment as you tune into the beating of your heart. Feeling into the rhythm of your body. Noticing how the rhythm of your breath causes the ribs to expand and contract. Flowing further down the front side of your body, coming into the belly. Feeling into the organs resting behind the abdomen. And noticing how the breath causes the belly to rise and fall. And flowing your awareness further down into your pelvic floor. And bringing all of your awareness to your upper back. Slowly flowing down the back side of your body, passing over the shoulder blades, weaving in and out the backs of your ribs, flowing down the mid-back, the lower back, down to your glutes, flowing down the upper legs, passing over the knees, down to the lower legs, passing over the ankles to the tops of your feet, feeling into each toe, and the soles of your feet. Breathing deeply as you feel into your entire body. Spreading your awareness throughout every cell of your body at once. Using the breath to open the central channel of energy by breathing in deeply through the nose, watching the breath as it travels down your spine all the way to the root chakra in your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, watch the breath reach up the spine to the crown of your head. Inhaling down to the root. And exhaling up to the crown. Continue for a few rounds in silence. Releasing the breath back to your natural rhythm as you begin to imagine roots growing down from every contact point you have with the surface beneath you. Watching these roots as they travel down into Mother Earth, pushing through the soil, digging deeper and digging wider, firmly grounding yourself into Mother Earth. Welcoming in your guides and angels for any assistance they may have to offer at this time. Allowing permission for the healing energy to be received by intending to completely surrender to this healing energy as it nourishes your highest good. Bringing your focus now back inside of your body, allowing your thoughts to flutter away as you receive this precious gift of time for yourself. Allow yourself to be fully present within your body, noticing anything that may rise to the surface as I keep track of the time. Returning your focus to your breath, feeling into the weight of your body resting in space. Imagine a brilliant, glowing ball of sparkling sky blue light in the center of your chest. This warm ball of light surrounds your entire heart. On each inhale, the ball becomes brighter and more vibrant. And on the exhale, the ball begins to grow in every direction throughout your body. Inhaling as the light shines brighter, and exhaling as the ball grows larger and larger until it encompasses your entire body. The sky blue light slowly fades away as the connection to this Reiki energy transmission closes, allowing you to return home to yourself. And taking the time now to send gratitude to your guides and angels, and listening in to receive any last messages. And slowly beginning to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling out the wrists and ankles, stretching out your body however it is calling you to. Perhaps bringing the palms of your hands together, rubbing them back and forth, creating friction and creating heat. And cupping the warm palms over your eyes as you begin to blink your eyes open, allowing the light to peek in through the cracks as you slowly bring yourself back to your physical body. Thank you so much for joining me today. Love to all. Namaste. Beautiful. Thank you, Jonay. Thank you, Molly. Let me know how that was for you guys. Thank you kindly, Charlotte. I appreciate your donation. Lovely. Amazing. Beautiful. Christine, thank you. That Syrian energy continued into the Reiki energy today, the healing energy today. Triangles, diamonds, six-pointed stars were the theme of today. However that resonates with you. Stacy says, so relaxing and freeing. Thank you. You're so welcome. Bonnie says, thank you. Jackie, beautiful Jackie. Thank you. So many colors. Oh, thank you so much, Christine. Hi, Jessie. Jessie says, thank you. Nice to see you. I actually, I have a book downstairs. I'd have to go get it, but it is a channeled book from the Syrians that came into my life in 2020, and I read it and I was like, okay, this means something but not right now. And then I gave it to my neighbor and she said the same thing, like, this means something but not right now. And I feel like right now is when it means something. Oh shoot, and Molly just said, do you have any references to the number 14? So okay, I'm gonna go get the book, but let me talk. You can wait if you want, but you don't have to. It's gonna take me maybe like 1 minute to go get up and get the book. The number 14 is a 5, right? Because I always reduce everything down to get a single digit number. So 1 plus 4 equals 5. 5 is the number of change. 5 is the number of temporary setbacks. 5 is the number of strife. 5 is the number of that tension square energy that we've been talking about. So in my opinion, 14 would equal a time of maybe internal struggle, fighting yourself with that 1, and with the 4, fighting yourself for stability. But knowing that at the end of this conflict, change is upon us. And just the fact that you asked about the number 14, I was thinking about this serious book, and I was going to ask you guys for a page number, and number 14 is there. So I think this might mean something. I need to step away to go get the book. But I'll be right back if you want to hang out for a serious message in just one moment. But then I'll wrap it up shortly after that. So hang tight if you wish. So, this is the book Help for Ascension into the Fifth Dimension. Another 5. This is called Following Your Intuition, guys. Let me see what you guys were talking about. Molly, that is what came up for me. Interesting. Christine, I have many 5s in my life. Dr. Monica's ready to hear the message. Jeanette says, lovely. Stacy, my power number is 7. Well, we're in the year of a 7. So let's see what's on page 14 for us. Oh. Like-minded people. Is that not what we find here on Insight Timer? In the time of transformation, like-minded people will come together. This vibrational interaction is essential. It holds you up as you will experience things that will be overwhelming for you. Therefore, it is good to have friends with whom you can engage in exchange. Every human on Earth will be subject to the increase of energies. The reactions, however, will differ. Everyone will handle them in their own way. All of these paths are correct. So whatever that means for you, that's the message. So this whole book, Paulette M. Raymond, and I could not even tell you guys how I came across this book. It was one of those things that just like appeared on my radar, and I just followed my intuition. I knew I had to have it. Help for Ascension into the Fifth Dimension. That's where we're all going right now. My opinion about the Fifth Dimension is that we're all on our way there, but it's not just going to happen for us. We need to do the inner work. It's an inner journey. It's not an external thing. We're not going to see, we might see fairies. That's what I was cutting myself off from saying. But we're not just going to, like, see the world change overnight. Like, we need to do the inner work to raise our vibration. And this is messages from Sirius A. So at the time, I wasn't even, like, aware of Sirius or what that meant. But this whole book is channeled. I just want to see if it has, like, a quick description. Yeah, it's all channeled from the Sirians, from those who work with Sirius energy. So that was interesting. Like-minded people, the number 14. Someone else mentioned 7. Let's go to page 7. Why not? This is in the middle of an entry. Page 7 is at the end of the preface, which is actually kind of, or the overview. So page 7, she must free herself from old slags. Lands will disappear and others appear. Example, in the Pacific space, from Japan to the American continent. New regions will appear in the southern Atlantic, too. Since the North Atlantic is a delicate zone, it will more or less stay as it is. It may just be that delicacy that brings the flexibility needed. Simply be aware that you are living on magma. This is a wonderful energy of fire that you can connect to in meditation. It is a great transformation aid. That energy conceals ancient awareness and knowledge of Earth. It is accessible for everyone. The center of Earth is the home of a highly spiritual culture, the culture of Agartha. Of course, they are also involved in this transformation process. However, since they live at the center of the Earth, they will suffer less damage. After the transformation of Earth, the humans will be ready to be informed about that people. They will also have their first conscious contacts with those beings. Aliens are real. He's dirty, but this is my incense burner alien man, who still doesn't have a name. I think he's too much for a human name. Yeah, so that I just wanted to share that. I hope that means something for someone out there. That's cool. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that this I hope that this description of the astrology at the beginning of today's session helped you to digest maybe something that happened over the weekend that you didn't notice the magic. Like maybe something happened and you pushed it aside, like, no, that's too good to be true. You know, like, no, that's, nah. You know, like reflect over your weekend, because this was a magical weekend. We had a lot of magical energies if you choose to tune into them, right? It's all about a choice. It's all about choosing to leave behind the stuff that's holding you back, choosing to step into this new heightened vibration. I will be back on Friday this week to talk about the sun trining Uranus, squaring, fixed. Sun square Uranus on Friday. So we're kind of building up to that energy. It'll come exact on Friday, but our essence, our light tension with new ideas, could be an earthquake moment, a tower moment, a lightning bolt moment. Oh, it's happening 2 days before the full moon at 16 degrees. 16 is the number of the tower card in the tarot. It's the 5th out of 7 in a row full moons happening at 16 degrees of their sign. Unheard of. Tower, breakdown, endings, crashing down. Excitement, though. Thanks for being here. Love to all. Thank you for everyone who is donating. Thank you for everyone for sharing your energy, sharing your comments. It makes the whole thing flow. I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care. Namaste. I will see you very soon.